Hello everyone, welcome to Competitive Academia. This is current capsule, so let's begin our discussion. The first article is National Infrastructure Pipeline. Now a task force on National Infrastructure Pipeline has presented its report to the Finance Minister. This is important because it was also part of Mr. Narendra Modi's speech of Independence Day of 2019. The National Infrastructure Pipeline is a pillar of India's aim to become $5 trillion economy by 2025. It basically emphasizes on ease of living, which includes safe drinking water, access to clean, affordable energy, healthcare, modern transport system, and world-class education institute. The target year is 2019-20 to 2024-25. Very important to remember. It includes economic and social infrastructure projects, as I earlier have discussed, that it includes safe drinking water, access to clean and affordable energy, healthcare, education institute. It is a part of economic and social infrastructure projects. Now, in this capital expenditure, the center and state will contribute in the ratio of 39:22. 22 part will be provided by the private sector. In 2025, the focus sector would be energy, road, urban, followed by railway, which would consist around 70% of the projected capital expenditure. That's all from this article, but you need to remember this. This is very important for our especially prelims. Now the next article is Alzheimer disease. First, let me tell you about Alzheimer disease. It is basically a disease of brain cells where the cells themselves degenerate and die, and eventually destroying the memory and other important mental function. Till now, there was no cure for it, but medication and management was done according to the symptoms, as it is done in case of COVID-19. But this is different from COVID-19. COVID-19 is a viral disease. This is not viral. This is a problem of degeneration of brain cells. Now here in this case, an autonomous institute under Department of Science and Technology, that is Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, have modified the structure of berberine, which is similar to curcumin, and it is a natural and a cheap product which is used as an Alzheimer's inhibitor. Inhibitor is something which stops the work of a particular thing. That's all from this article you need to remember. The next article is Tsarskoe B2 Detector. Now, the scientists have come up with a low-cost swab test. Now, swab test, let's see first what it is. Swab is an absorbent pad or a piece of material which is used in surgery for cleaning wounds. Everyone has seen this. Now, in this swab test, what they do, they take the secretion from the back of the nose and the upper throat, and it is collected using a swab. In this particular test, the COVID-19 infection is diagnosed in about 45 minutes. So this is going to help a lot to the public health officials as the cases are mounting day by day. Now, Tsarskoe B2 detector assay is among the first to use CRISPR gene targeting technology. Very important. This have also been asked in previous year question paper. I have seen this question in UPSC. Now, let's see something about CRISPR gene targeting technology. The genes contain the bioinformation that defines any individual's physical attributes like hair, weight, color, or behavioral traits. Every information is encoded in the genetic material. An ability of editing by modification manipulation is known as gene editing. Now, this method, this particular thing is taken by CRISPR gene technology. They basically, what they do, they just do the editing of the genes. Now, CRISPR stands for Clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. It is a family of DNA sequence which is found in the prokaryote organisms such as bacteria. Bacteria is a prokaryote organisms which have only one cell. These sequences are derived from DNA fragments of bacteriophage. Now, what is a bacteriophage? If a virus parasitizes inside the body of a bacterium and infects it and reproduces within it, then the whole thing becomes bacteriophage. Now, CRISPR is taken from the bacteriophage. They are used to detect and destroy DNA from similar bacteriophage during subsequent infection. Here one word is missing, Cas9. Now, what is Cas9? It is an enzyme which basically works as a molecular scissor. It is complementary to the CRISPR sequence. Together with the CRISPR, it forms the basis of technology known as CRISPR-Cas9 that is used to edit the genes. Cas9 basically works as a cut-paste mechanism on DNA strands that contains the genetic information. But there are certain ethical as well as medical concerns for it. For example, CRISPR gene technology can cause mutation of cells. So that's all you need to remember from this article. The next article is Cobot. Now, Industrial Training Institute in Cuttack has developed 2 low-cost robots. So what's different for these robots? Now, Cobot stands for Corona Combat Robot. It can move on its wheel and it can deliver the essential things and carry load up to 20 kg. The second one is Nigabot. Now, Nigabot is basically a telepresence robot. This can be used for surveillance and teleconsultation by doctors who can interact remotely with patients through video streaming. It is enabled with a wheeled mobile platform and has interactive device for video calling. So the nurses and doctors need not visit time to time to the patient. They can keep a vigil upon the people through this. The next article is Manrega and shifting cultivation. These two things are important from this article. So let's see the context. The Tripura government has launched an initiative to create jobs under Manrega and for 6,979 families practicing shifting cultivation in the state. Manrega, one of the flagship scheme and a central sector scheme of the government of India. It was introduced during the UPA government, central sector scheme. It is an Indian labor law and social security measure that aims to guarantee the right of work, very important. And it was passed in 2005. It aims to provide 100 days of wage employment to every household whose adult members volunteered to do unskilled manual work. The World Development Report 2014 of the World Bank has termed it as a stellar example of rural development. There are certain points to be remembered regarding Manrega, like employment is to be provided within 5 kilometer radius, and if the work is not provided within 15 days of application, then the applicants are entitled to an unemployment allowance. Okay, some more points like it ensures 100 days of guaranteed employment. This point are as it is to be written in your mains answer. It ensures creation of durable assets. Manrega is to be implemented by Gram Panchayat, very important to remember. Now let's see something about jhum cultivation. For example, you have a plot of land. What you do, you have divided like this. You cultivate here and then you just burn this area, and then when it loses its fertility completely, you move to another place. This is known as jhuming cultivation. It is also known as slash and burn agriculture because of a plot of land is cleared by slashing vegetation and burning forest. It is an easy way out to prepare the land, but it completely makes the land infertile. Now, this part is very important. Jhum cultivation is known by different names in different places. In Malaysia, Indonesia, it is known as ladang. In Mexico, it is known as milpa. In Vietnam, it is known as ray. In Brazil, it is known as roca. In Central Africa, it is known as masol. Myanmar, it is known as tongya. Now, in India, in Bundelkhand region, it is known as dahyar. In Bastar region of MP, it is known as Deepa. Podu in Andhra Pradesh, Kaman, Vinga and Dhavi in Orissa, Kumari in the hilly regions of Western Ghats of Kerala. So these things are very important. In matching also it can come, but it is very important for prelims point of view. Even in your answers, you need to know the name and quote examples to gain extra marks. That's all from this article. Now, before ending the video, I would like to discuss a question paper, question of UPPSC to 2019. A question was asked that the gas which is emitted from the paddy fields and increase the earth's temperature. Here, through an educated guess without knowing the answer, you can tick the correct answer. Let's see how. Carbon dioxide has the highest global warming potential. Alright. But this cannot be the answer. Why? Because here it is asked not only which increase the earth's temperature, but which is emitted from the paddy fields. Now from the paddy fields, we have heard of methane, which is creating menace. So here methane is the correct answer. Nitrogen is not among the gas which increases the earth's temperature. It cannot be there. Carbon monoxide is harmful for the health of human being, and it is basically released from the vehicles and automobiles. So through making an educated guess also, you can answer the questions. That's all for this video. We'll come up with some new articles and questions tomorrow. Till then, thank you for listening, and like, share and subscribe.